Good evening, friend. English study with Apala, Engineering and General Geology Parvin सिंह बुक। तो हम चैप्टर 12 में इग्नियस रॉक पढ़ रहे हैं। अब है इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ इग्नियस रॉक टॉपिक है इसी चैप्टर में। तो इम्पॉर्टेंट करेक्टर्स ऑफ अ फ्यू ऑफ द मोस्ट कॉमन इग्नियस रॉक्स आर डिस्क्राइब्ड इन द फॉलोइंग पेज फॉर अ ready reference, and so the engineering property of these rocks have been so dealt with separately under the relevant chapters. For a detailed studies of these and others igneous rocks, the readers may refers to standards textbook on igneous petrology. ग्रेनाइट, जैसे अब उसकी ग्रेनाइट की इम्पोर्टेंट क्या है इंजीनियरिंग। अरे हम जैसे कोई मिनरल्स का एक्सप्लोरेशन कर रहे हैं, जैसे अब डायमंड का हर कोई जानता है कि उसका यूज़ कैसा है, ऐसी और जेम स्टोन है जितने, और तो ऐसे ही अगर हमारी ग्रेनाइट है तो उसका क्या इम्पोर्टेंट है, तो वो है ग्रेनाइट। तो डेफिनेशन में हम आते हैं, ग्रेनाइट में बी डिफाइंड as a plutonic light colored igneous rock. These are amongst the most common igneous rocks. The word granite is derived from Latin word granum, meaning grains. Obviously it refers to the equigranular texture of the rocks, equal grain size है। Composition to most common and essentials minerals constituent of granites are quartz and feldspar. Quartz is always recognized by its glassy, luscious and high hardness 7 है, जो कि ज़्यादा होती है, and cleavage less transparent white appearance। quartz की स्थिति जो है। Feldspar makings granites may be of two varieties, the potash feldspars commonly orthoclase and the soda bearing feldspar like albite and oligoclase feldspar microclines may also be present in some granite. Among the accessories minerals in granites, micas and deserved first mentions both varieties muscovite, also white micas and biotites or black micas are present in small portions in most granites. Amphiboles like hornblends and pyroxenes like augite and hyposthenes are also often present as accessory minerals. Amongst others accessories minerals found in granites may be mentioned magnetites, oxides of iron, apatites, garnet and tourmalines. Textures granites are generally coarse to medium grain, hollow crystalline, pheneric and equigranular textures. Granitics, graphitic, porphyritic and intergrowth textures are of the most common types of textures met within granites of different varieties as regard structures. Granites occur in large massive bodies, often batholiths and stocks and boss, besides in usual intrusive bodies like sills and dikes. Types. Many types of granite are distinguished on the basis of relative abundance in them of some particular accessories minerals. For instance, when white mica muscovite is present as a prominent accessories minerals, the granites may be distinguished as muscovite granite. Similarly, when it is the black micas or biotites which is a prominent accessory minerals, the granite may be called biotite granites. When both the biotite and muscovite are present in almost equal amounts and accessories minerals, the types may be named as muscovite, biotite granites. And other common types of granite distinguished on the same patterns are hornblende granite, augite granite, tourmaline granite and so on. Sometimes granites may also be named on the basis of its textures such as graphite, graphic and granite, porphyritics and granites and so on. So in next page, occurrence granites are the most widely distributed igneous rock in the crust of the earth. And they occur chiefly as deep-seated intrusive bodies like sills, bosses, stalks, and batholiths. Their occurrence on the surface of the earth is attributed to prolonged weatherings and erosions of the overlying strata through and historical times and runnings over millions of years. Some megascopic identifications. Granites may be identified in hand specimens by their light-colored leucocratic appearance, such as the gray, pink, brownish, and yellowish, and some of the cell shades may take a brilliant polish to make it eminently suitable as a decorative building stones. Coarse to medium-grained textures and fine-grained granites are rare specimens. An abundance of quartz and feldspars orthoclase as essential minerals. User granites find extensive use in architectural and massive constructions where they are found in abundance, and these rocks have been used extensively in some monuments and memorials as the columns and steps and as the floorings in the buildings. The origin of a granite is a controversial problem in petrology. Many minerals, minor granitic bodies occurring as a cell, and similar masses are clearly of igneous plutonic origins. Their formations from the parent magmas and through the normal process of cooling and crystallization is easily accepted. But exceptionally large bodies like batholiths and stalks and boss running over hundreds of square kilometers close to or on the surface are not accepted by many as simple igneous intrusions, and mainly because of their extensive dimensions. These large granitic masses are believed to by many to have been formed from pre-existing rocks and through the process of granitization, which is institute conservation of the rocks into masses of granites without involving intrusions and phase. So this process has been already discussed. Variations as we pass from granites to diorites and through granodiorites and refers to the classification tables. Following variations appears in the composition of these rocks. The relative proportion of quartz SiO2 and falls gradually so that in diorites it is reduced to a subordinate amounts and feldspar orthoclase, which is a dominant minerals in granite. Granites is reduced in relative amounts and replaced by feldspar and plagioclase in granodiorite. In diorite, it is the feldspar plagioclase that make the bulk of feldspar constituent, and a number of rock types get distinguished on the basis of this variation. So, for example, A.M.I.E is a varieties of granodiorites and that contain feldspars, orthoclase and plagioclase in equal proportions. So, diorite. Definitions: it is the intermediate types of igneous rocks of plutonic origins with the silica percentage generally lying between 52 to 66%. Composition: diorites are typically rich in feldspars and plagioclase of sodic groups. Example: albite. Besides plagioclase and alkali feldspars, diorites also contains accessory minerals like hornblendes and subitite and some pyroxene. Quartz is not common but may be present in some varieties that are then specially named as quartz diorite. Textures: in textures, diorites show quite close resemblance to granites and other plutonic rocks. They are so coarse to medium grains and hollow crystallines, and occurrence and diorites commonly occur as small intrusive bodies like dike, sills and stalk and other irregular intrusive masses. They also get formed at the margins of bigger igneous masses. Hyperbasal and volcanic equivalents. A glance of at the classification tables will show that rocks named as apatite and granophytes are the hyperbasalt equivalent, and those named as rhyolites are the volcanic equivalent of granites. There is not much difference in the chemical and mineralogical composition of granites and their hyperbasalts and volcanic equivalent. The main difference lies in texturals and and structural forms necessitate due to mode of formations. Thus, whilst granite is coarse to medium grains in texture, its hyperbasalt equivalent rhyolites is invariably fine grains in texture. Volcanic equivalent of diorite is termed andesite, that is also quite abundant in occurrence. Andesites. Next rock. Definition. These are volcanic rock in which plesioklase feldspars, sodics and subcalcic varieties like albites, andesines and labradorites and are the predominant constituents, making the potash feldspar only a subordinate members. Compositions beside plesioklase and potash feldspars, andesite may contain small amount of quartz as well as biotite, hornblende, augite, olivine, and hypostenes from the dark minerals, giving them an overall grayish and darker appearance and occurrence. Andesites are known to be quite abundant in volcanic rocks and next only to basalt, and may occur as crystallized lavas flows of extensive sense dimensions. Petrologists are sharply divided over the origin of andesites, since some believes them to be the product of a normal crystallization from a mafic magmas, whereas others think that some andesites may be the product from mixed magmas or magmas enriched with fragments from the wall rock. The second view is supported by the presence of some foreign materials in andesites. Thank you. Please give response.